Hold it. Press and hold it. Okay, now it's on. There we go. Green, green.
All right, time.
Time.
10 seconds then.
All right, cool. International breaks
Horrible.
for
Bad idea.
people that watch the Premier League is
This is in general. In
it's
general, it's a bad idea.
well, you can't just say in general because I know there's a
It's
lot of people
no,
that rather watch the
it's
international
a
break.
bad idea. It's a bad idea.
As a matter of fact, there's a lot of people out there that don't even follow club and just watch.
It's a bad idea. All the only thing it does is it promotes injuries to players who are playing week in week out. FIFA already has an over fucking scheduled, calendar. They just added another tournament. Now they're extending the Champions League to more teams, making it longer. It's dumb. It's not needed.
Well, the thing is, I get your point that you made because I agree. I don't like international breaks, but at the same time, how do you get the squad, the international group together if you don't have all these extra
Right,
games
easy.
or
Right. So if you're gonna play the Euros, for example, or right, which is coming up, or the World Cup, right, or the whatever tournament is up close, right, that's of somewhat importance to the country.
yeah.
Then that same year, right. So let's say like this year, 2024, the Euro starts. Uh, what most clubs or most top five leagues or the top five leagues, right? Which is England, Italy, France, Spain, and Germany, right? So
Mm-hmm.
those are the top five big leagues, right? Um, four out of the five, which is everybody except England, have a winter break, which is 2 weeks of winter break, I believe, uh, in December. England doesn't, right? They do Boxing Day, they do their whole shebang.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to either Euros or World Cup, that same year when the said tournament is about to start, they should give a break, right? A winter break or whatever kind of break is wherever. If it's going to be a normal summer World Cup like it usually is, or if it's going to be another weird Middle Eastern World Cup, then they should adjust the calendar, give the players the proper breaks, and of the year, right? And then building up to said tournament, World Cup, Euros, Copa America, whatever it's going to be, uh, you play your friendlies, and then that's when those friendlies actually matter, right? Qualifiers should be based on, I think,
But
on
wouldn't that reduce the preparation to set tournaments?
no, because they're already
Because
playing at a club level.
so would this only happen when, like, the Euros are what, every 2 years?
Every yeah,
Every 2 years. So you don't have international breaks until those 2 years come up, or the 4 years from the World Cup. That's the year that they decide to do these breaks, or because I honestly think, like, as much as I hate them, I honestly think that it's important to have a group for a very long period together. I think that's the reason why when Germany took it, I think that was a big part because it was a group that had been together for a very long time.
Germany. Yeah, see, but no, see, when the best example, Spain went Euros, World Cup, Euros, right?
Mm-hmm.
They most of the team played together in club. That is what is important
But the
because they're
system's
playing
not the
weekend.
same though.
The decision does not matter, right? Because it's muscle memory. So it's week in week out. They're playing week in week out. Doesn't matter if they're playing with someone who's from China or from Japan, from wherever they're at, right? Where they're from. It is muscle memory. The only thing they have to adjust is their pace because the pace is what changes, not their style of play, not their intensity of pass, not their intensity of play. That does not change. The only thing that changes is their rhythm, right?
But
It's
you can't really just say that because then this is every country has their own style of play.
exactly,
You
but
got your Italians that you have
right,
a certain way. I'm going to go score and then I'm
right.
going to
But
defend it,
see, but
and then if you
it,
score again, I'm going to go score again and then defend it. But
but
that's
look,
not the same. That's not how Juve plays. That's not how Milan
but
plays. That's not how.
that is neither here nor there, because in general, in general, the every single league, no matter if you're top of the league, bottom of the league, they have the same style of play. Only difference is the pace. You can look every single team in England. They share what is it 20 teams? It's 15 out of the 20 teams they share the same formation. The only difference is the quality in player. Same thing with Italy. Italy is known, no matter who you play for, it is known for a very defensive league. Same.
Then what about the players that can't perform at club but will perform at international or vice versa? That's not muscle memory. That's just there's certain system that works for them better in either club or international.
Well, that is a player that is not worth playing at top league. That's as simple as that. If you don't know how to adapt, adapting is the main priority of being a pro player.
It's kind of like James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez
Shit
showed up.
player, shit player. No matter where,
Hey,
no matter where he went.
he was okay. I don't. He was okay. He wasn't the great thing like people try to make it seem. Just okay. A little bit above average, but no more than that. No more than that. And but that World Cup, he had an amazing World Cup. And then he comes back to club level and he doesn't perform at that high performance
That's a
level
horrible
ever again.
example. That's a horrible
But
example.
that's what I'm talking about. Like you have players that do that in international, and then you have players that need that adaptation.
Right.
For a
But
while.
it doesn't revolve around one player. It is a team game. All 25 players are involved. It doesn't matter if one player plays only 3 minutes the whole tournament. It is a team game. So the perfect example and the most current player, Kylian Mbappe. PSG plays same position, way different style from when he played with France and Didier Deschamps. Way different style.
That's what I'm talking about. It's
But no. The when I'm talking about style is I'm talking about the style of the team, right? The way that they stand.
Mm-hmm.
But his style of play does not change. Neither does Lucas Hernandez or Teo Hernandez. No matter who plays, they all play different leagues. They all play in different leagues. And and at the end of the day, when they get together, they pop off, right? They pop off. The only downside is yes, it takes time to get used to your teammate, right? But the more games you play, yes, it is a give and take, right? Because yes, you build the chemistry with the players around you, right?
But that's my whole point of it. To
right,
build the chemistry, you need
right.
the time.
No,
And the more time you perform with the same group, it's easier. It's kind of like when with Benzema and these last 2 seasons that he had with Madrid, that he was the go-to guy in Madrid. And his performance went back to what Leon's style of play. But if he were once he goes to the national team,
which he
he's
never
not.
did after the last 5-6 years. He hasn't played.
True, but that's a personal whatever. But my point is, if he would have played for the international team, he wouldn't be the it guy. So it's a different system that he needs to adapt.
That is
to
another bad
everybody
example,
else.
though, and I'll tell you why. However long he was in Madrid, it took him that amount of time to barely even get close to what he was.
Yeah.
And he played week in, week out. So it's not that you do not need to play every day together to build that chemistry. Because if that was the case, then he would have been a fucking.
If international was everyday shit.
No,
dude,
no. It's not that. No. That's you're not listening. So what I'm saying is, he played every single day, week in, week out with Madrid when he wasn't playing nationally. It took him 8 years or 6 years or 5 years, however long it took him to get to the last season or 2 seasons he had with Madrid. It took him all that time from 2008, right? It took him from 2008 all the way to 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It took him 12 years for him to even get close to that chemistry, and he played every single day with them. So that's what. So it actually supports my argument where you do not need to play more. It's literally how fast the player can adapt to the change, and the older you get, the harder it is to adapt. That's just the way of the game, right?
Yeah.
So that is why at international level, you do not need to have as many games. It doesn't matter if they're friendlies, you do not need to have that many. I know now currently you're allowed to make 6 subs. I think that rule should be scrapped and make it 11. Like if it's a fucking preseason warm up, that you'll be able to change your whole 11. If your argument is that it's to build chemistry, then you throw out 11, throw out a different 11 to see what works better.
But that's the thing though, like to build chemistry, it doesn't mean you keep it's the same squad, but we're talking about the 22 or 24 or 26 in total.
Yeah, team, yeah.
Like you built the chemistry and revolve the players to continue building a chemistry that will continue the same system no matter who's filling the gap.
But it's been proven through time, through literally trial and error, that does not work. It has been proven.
It's been happening with City. It's been happening with Liverpool, where
That
they've
is
been
not true.
where
They've been switching in and out players. The only reason why City is what it is because the amount of money they spend.
of course, but
That is the only reason.
It's but
Because they bring
but if you look at the bench compared to other benches,
it's complete. It's a whole different topic because they're literally nitpicking every single position and they're saying and they're picking the best money can buy for that position. The argument is not for your argument about being chemistry and having that. It does not work because they're literally just nitpicking. Hey, this guy, he is the best at that position. I'm gonna pick him. Hey, this guy's the best at his position. And the perfect example is fucking Haaland. Yes, he scored a ton of goals. And then as soon as his top assister, Kevin De Bruyne, got injured, was out, they literally put in as a like-minded player, stop scoring goals. He struggled to get in, and it literally brought someone just to fill that position and did not work. So it doesn't work. My argument is if they were to do less friendlies that are pointless, like now, unless if you're competing to qualify for the Euros, if you're competing to qualify for World Cup, or if you're competing to qualify for whatever tournament, then yes, that is a valid argument. That is a valid thing to do. Okay, I get it. You need to win. You need to win games. Yes. Uh, let's have let's say I don't know 3 games, 5 games at least. But having year-round games is pointless. It is pointless because all it does is cause injuries, and it's been proven that so many players are getting injured because of excessive play. It is plain and simple. The evidence is there. There is no, and the only thing behind it is greed. 100% greed.